It might shock you to learn that the Salesforce Experience Cloud has had at least 5 different names in its history. Whatever you call it, there are some serious benefits to creating a community on Salesforce. My name is Micaiah and I'm from Chargent. If you are a leader who wants to learn more about payments for your organization, then you are in the right place. And by the way, we have made a special checklist for you. I want you to use the link in the description of this video to download it today. You might be wondering what exactly the Salesforce Experience Cloud is. Well, today it's most easily described as public-facing web pages that are hosted by Salesforce for your organization. And yeah, that's an oversimplification. A primary use of this product is to let your customers authenticate into your Salesforce org and then self-serve some actions there. So let's dive into some of the benefits that your organization can enjoy using this tech from Salesforce Communities. Benefit number 1, it's advanced security. A decade ago, when cloud computing was still considered to be relatively new, I would get questions from CIOs who would ask me, is this cloud computing thing secure? My answer was, there's only so many security experts to go around. Those experts, they're in high demand. Do you believe that your organization is going to have success in hiring the same level of talent, the names like Google, Amazon, or Salesforce? It feels to me that most of us business leaders would have to honestly say that we really probably can't. It feels logical to me that the cloud providers can afford to hire the best security talent available. And they can also see security threats across all of the customers on their entire cloud. So it seems to me that cloud computing can be much more secure than each of us hosting our own services. We have made a special checklist for you. It's on the 10 ways to make Salesforce payments safe, easy, and profitable. I want you to use the link in the description of this video to download it today. All right, benefit number 2, it's ease of setup. Normally, taking on the job of making a secure place for your customers to interact with your organization, it's a pretty daunting task, and you're going to need to build, deploy, and maintain several complex pieces of enterprise software. Now, if that's the business that you're in, then it might not be that big of a challenge for you. For all the other organizations out there, this is a massive undertaking. It requires knowledge that most organizations just don't have in-house. With the Salesforce Experience Cloud, the underlying technology is managed wholly by Salesforce. Your team only needs to configure and set up a few key items to get it rolling. All right, benefit number 3, it's the power of the Salesforce platform. Salesforce offers more and more functionality with every single release. The community features enable your organization to bring that functionality to your customers. For instance, maybe you want an e-commerce cart. Salesforce Commerce Cloud can do that. Perhaps you want to have them submit a case to your support team. Well, they can do that too using the Service Cloud. Or you want them to manage their payment methods and their subscriptions. And if you want a billing portal for your customers to be able to manage their payment methods and their subscriptions, you can do that with Chargent, and we make it really easy. Benefit number 4, it's improved collaboration. When you bring your customers into the community, you can collaborate with them more easily. They can have access to the data that you want them to see. That might be marketing communications, it could be help files, project plans, or just invoices. Any contribution that you can see from them, it goes instantly into your Salesforce database. Benefit number 5 is that self-service makes your customers happy. In short, your customers want to have access to self-service tools. When you create a great community experience for your customers, they're going to be happy as they can get the information that they want when they want, and they don't have to involve your support team. Happy customers are a great benefit. And when your customers self-serve, it also means that your team can focus on other tasks. So you get happy customers and you get more time in your day to bring on more customers to your organization. All right, I've got a bonus tip for you as well. You should know that Chargent has an entire set of tools that will help you set up a billing portal inside of the Salesforce Experience Cloud, and you can do it in a snap. So reach out to us today to learn more about the Chargent Lightning components for Experience Cloud. Many business leaders think of portals and customer communities as only a cost center. That thinking is really a bit 2000s, and here in the 2020s, digital natives are taking over. Digital natives are quickly becoming the key decision makers in B2B transactions, and in the B2C space, they are already the largest target market. Today, smart leaders look at their customer communities as growth engines for their organization. And in this video, we're going to review the top 5 growth hacking strategies used in Salesforce communities. My name is Micaiah, and I'm from Chargent. If you're a business leader looking for tactics and strategies to grow your organization, then I'm glad that you found this video. I promise to make this valuable for you. Growth driver number 1. Upsell products and add-on services. There are several great options to add an e-commerce shopping cart to your customer community. Your customers can easily see what is available and place their next order. Since you know exactly what they're looking to buy and you know exactly who they are, you should be able to offer easy-to-use solutions like suggesting products and the proper quantity. For software companies, add-on services like premium support can be purchased quickly, even letting your customers pick their own SLA. These growth drivers will help you increase revenue from existing customers. Next, let's review driving growth through protecting your existing customers. So imagine, if you will, that you are a high-performing sales team, and each month you drive to and past your sales quota targets. Then, when the CEO shares those growth numbers with the team, they don't see those huge sales numbers, but instead, they see a much smaller number. And this, it's demoralizing to the sales team and really for the entire company. The sometimes hidden attrition, it's quietly gnawing away at your hard-earned revenue and your growth. And you should use the following strategies to keep existing customers and their revenue. Growth driver number 2, it's customer self-service. Customers have questions, and as responsible businesses, we need to answer them. It is expensive to have humans answering each of these questions. Again, digital natives, they want to self-serve. They want to know where they can go to search for their answer. Ensure that they find those answers by creating and maintaining a great knowledge base. Be sure to invest in a documentation strategy that makes sense for your organization. Nonprofit organizations, they might want to keep articles up to date on how they're delivering on their mission, whereas software companies need a knowledge base and a documentation strategy, a model to know what documentation customers need. Some information, it's evergreen, it's always going to be useful. But what about everything else? How do you know when to remove those old docs that are more hurtful to your customers than they are helpful? The more questions that your customers can answer for themselves, the more that knowledge base can answer for them, then the more that your team can stay focused on the complex issues that your customers have. When a customer does reach out, they get an incredible person-to-person experience because your team has time for them. Great customer service and answering questions easily ensure happy customers that stay longer, which drives your growth. And to add to all of these growth hacking techniques that we're talking about today, we've also made a special checklist for you on 10 ways to make your payments safe, easy, and profitable. I want you to download that guide using the link in the description of this video. Growth driver number 3 is using a tech touch customer success model. In the book, Customer Success, the authors review 3 primary types of customer success models, one of which is relevant to our customer community discussion. According to the authors, if your subscription business model is low priced but high volume, then you need a tech touch customer success model. For the business to consumer world, think Netflix. And for the B2B world, a great example is DocuSign. Customer communities offer several great tech touch options, including knowledge bases, learning through games, building strong support communities who can give each other product advice, and ensuring a great digital experience. Each of these ways ensure customer success using this tech touch model. Growth driver number 4 is focus. To grow, you have to maintain quality as you scale your customer base. As the Salesforce community solution is relatively turnkey, your team can stay focused on other areas to drive growth and innovation. With Salesforce Community, important things like user authentication, security, compliance, and maintaining a database, and the other developer operations that come with all IT systems, well, they're already solved for you. Outsourcing this platform management and that IT to Salesforce, it means that you and your team will stay focused on opportunities for growth at your organization. Focus drives growth. Growth driver number 5 is data-driven decisions. Growing any organization has its challenges, and most of these challenges that we face in business, they do have rational solutions. Often, we simply need to analyze the data to find those solutions. When you implement the strategies we just reviewed, the result is that you will be collecting a wealth of data. That data will natively live in the Salesforce platform, which means you can easily write dashboards to bubble up the information that you need to make smarter decisions. Now you know where to invest in your growth. You will know more about your customers, you will know more about their needs, and how you can best serve them. When you pay attention and heed the insights from your data, you will make informed decisions about where to invest your time to grow your organization. Rational, data-driven decisions drive growth. Would it shock you to learn that the Salesforce Experience Cloud has had at least 5 different names in its history? I know that it was shocking to me to learn that as of Salesforce Winter 22 release, there are still new release notes for technology that was 2 name generations ago. It was first released 12 years ago, and they sunset it 5 years ago. Stick around to the end of this video to learn this shocking tidbit. My name is Micaiah, and I'm from Chargent. If you are a leader who wants to learn more about payments for your organization, then you are in the right place. And in this video, we are going to review a brief history of portals. Portal technologies from Salesforce, they started in 2004 when Salesforce released the self-service portal for Supportforce. Now, Supportforce we now know as Service Cloud. And this was just a simple tool that was going to allow you to give your customers access to their cases and to be able to find support articles, which then we called solutions. Setup, it was absolutely a breeze, and there was just a few configuration options that were available. Then, in 2006, Salesforce released the Partner Portal Toolkit. This partner relationship management portal was really the first ever available partner portal. Tech geeks, we had to set up and maintain a Java WAR server to use the toolkit. However, you got quite a bit of flexibility for how you used it. And then it was about 2007 when they released the Partner Portal, which was fully on platform. In the Partner Portal, it had quite a bit more functionality than the toolkit. It was wildly easier to set up, and you could extend it quite nicely. They quickly followed up with their Customer Portal, which was largely based on the same tech as the 2007 Partner Portal. After that, Salesforce completely rewrote portals altogether, and that refactor was released as Salesforce Communities around 2011. And this was a massive step forward. Customers could now accomplish nearly any process they like, as well as matching any branding that they wanted to achieve. Around 2015 or so, Community was rebranded to become Community Cloud. And during that rebranding, I would argue that there was a consistent evolution of the Community tech. There was not a marked improvement on the core offering per se. It did bring the portal technology in alignment with the Sales Cloud and the Service Cloud in terms of the naming convention. So I'm sure somebody disagrees with me on this, so feel free to comment away. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Then, in 2020, they updated the name to be Experience Cloud. And this seems largely due to the reality that Experience Cloud, it's really rather a mature content management system, as well as having all the tools needed to manage an enterprise-grade website. The stack includes many unauthenticated website technology options, and it also is inclusive of the public-facing elements of the Commerce Cloud. While I still call it Communities most of the time myself, I do think that Experience Cloud, it's a pretty smart rebranding effort. And if someone on an elevator asks me, what is Experience Cloud? My reply would be that today it's most easily described as the public-facing pages that are hosted by Salesforce for your organization. And yeah, that's probably an oversimplification. Okay, I promised you that I would tell you about my shocking find from the Winter 22 release notes. The thing that I found shocking was that in the Winter 22 release notes, there's evidence that there are some updates to the Customer Portal, or at least to the user licenses for Customer Portal. Now, it does seem to be the classic UI only version of portals, and to be blunt, I haven't done a lot of research on it. The thing that shocked me was that I was reading this in October 2021. Even the Experience Cloud release notes, they state that these users, they haven't been available for purchase since Summer 13 release. As much as some things change, others seem to be upgraded for more than 7 years after sunset of the feature. All right, I've got a bonus tip for you, and that is that you should know that Chargent has an entire set of tools to help you set up a payments portal inside of the Salesforce Experience Cloud. Reach out to us today to learn more about the Chargent Lightning Web Components for the Experience Cloud. And now, I want you to check out this next video here. I'll see you over there. And my name is Micaiah, and I'm from Chargent, where we are dedicated to helping you make Salesforce payments simple. And remember, we are always here to help.